Hello everyone, Kieran Stack here from Service 101, taking you on another journey or installment of the Service Advisor 101 book. So the purpose of this is just to help you to work with the book a little bit more accurately and to get the most value from it. So this brings us to the second half of the book, which on page 14, we've got high performing service advisors are competitive but honest. So let's skip to that page now, page 14, for those who are following along. As I've said before, if you haven't got the book, go get it. It'll change your life. It'll certainly help you when you're on your journey. And if you're a manager listening to this, having it for your team will be super useful as well. It gives you a framework or a best practice or a blueprint, in fact, of how to become a high-performing service advisor. It's all the stuff I wish I knew when I started as a service advisor back in 2013. So high-performing service advisors are competitive but honest. High performers love a challenge. Give most of them a carrot and they will chase it. They will go above and beyond. They act with integrity and won't do their colleagues, employer, or customers wrong. Going back to upselling, remember that one? Upselling is synonymous with taking advantage of people and being dishonest. Selling 100% of what the car needs, or genuine needs, is not dishonest or taking advantage. It's simply doing their job. All of this is obviously relative to the individual's internal values and moral compass. So, guys, what we're looking at here is doing right by the customer. It's important to realize that, yes, we do have incentives and we do have performance numbers that we need to hit, but it's important that we're selling we're selling exactly what the car needs 100% of the time, or what the car would benefit from. Now, I've said previously that advisors will be incentivized to sell flushes, to sell alignments, to sell repairs, incentivized on labor, part sales, many different things that we sell. But it's how you operate in your mind. Is it something that, am I doing it for my own self finances, or am I doing it for what's best for the customer? Like, at the end of the day, we want to help customers come back. That's the purpose of the advisor. Help customers want to come back and do business with us again and again. And we want to trade in those vehicles, but those vehicles need to be in tip-top shape. They need to be taken care of. They can't be rough and ready. They can't be run down. They need to be taken care of. So remove that mindset of upselling and operate with an honest integrity approach where you're selling 100% of what the car needs because the car needs it or would benefit from it. When we're not in the business of taking advantage of customers, that is not right. Be honest with them. Again, there's certain things that we can put off until the next service. There's certain things that are not entirely due today, but they won't make it till the next service. Remember, it's your responsibility to present it in a compelling way. It's not your responsibility to decide what gets done and doesn't get done today. Can you advise? Can you suggest? Absolutely. But you are not the one who calls the shots. It's totally up to the customer, and presenting it in a compelling way that causes them to go, do you know what? Get it done for me, Kieran. Do you know what? Yeah, that makes sense to me. It'll save me the hassle of coming back. Be competitive, but be honest. Yes, there are measures in place there are measures and challenges in place for service advisors to sell more work, but doing it in the right mindset is essential. I've seen it on both sides. I've seen advisors who will sell the flush before they'll sell the brakes, which is not right. But then I've got advisors that won't sell a single flush, won't sell an alignment because they're like, oh no, the customer can't afford it, or oh no, I don't like to upsell. Stop upselling. Remove that label, that terminology from your vocabulary, and you'll find yourself selling what the car needs or would benefit from 100% of the time. That's selling with integrity. That's selling with the proper mindset. That's selling with the value proposition that the customer will say, do you know what? Kieran is trying to look after me here. Do you know what? Kieran is just telling me what the car needs. That's his job. And he's actually educating me in a way that's causing me to go, so that's what that does. I don't want to be without that. Yes, I could wait a few months to get it done, or I could just get it done today and save me the hassle of coming back. Yeah, do you know what? Go ahead with that one for me. Creating compelling messages and closing the sale is the responsibility of the service advisor. Educating a customer and helping them say yes is the responsibility of a service advisor. Is there opportunities for you to improve in that area? Highly likely, as I said, unless you're selling 100% of what the car needs 100% of the time already. So let's go straight to the reflection page on page 16, which is, how do you rate your level of competitiveness? So Again, like I said, it's not about being overly hungry and ripping people off and taking advantage of them. Stop that. That's nonsense. It's not about going, oh, I could never buy that. Oh, I hate upselling. Yeah, I hate upselling too. I like selling what the car needs. That's your job. So change your mindset on that. If the car needs it or would benefit from it, that's our job to influence, create compelling messages, to what's the word I'm looking for? To present in a compelling way that causes a customer to be educated and compelled to go, I'd be crazy not to have this. Remember, the majority of what we sell in service is invisible. Have a hunger, have a desire, and go for it. What I say to people as well is that if you've got service plans that you can offer customers, if they're really good value, if you are not selling service plans to customers who could benefit from them, or you know that it would be in a more affordable way of servicing their vehicle, but you cannot create that compelling message, you have got a sales skills problem. And if you have it for service plans, I can promise you have it for every other component. You just have, and I can recognize it, and I see it time and time again. Advisors, you can make a lot of money in this role. You are given a carrot to pursue. You are given an incentive for performance. And like I was educated back in 2013, when I was like, oh, I'm not really chasing my incentive. I'm just happy with my salary. That's nonsense. The reason why advisors are given an incentive is to actually convert those opportunities. Alignments, AC treatments, flushes, tires, brakes. There's many different things, and I'm not going to call it a basket of upsells because that's not what it is. If the car needs it or would benefit from it, it's our responsibility to convert it. Is there benefits to brake fluid flushes? Absolutely. Is there benefits to AC treatments? Absolutely. Is there benefits to a fuel injection clean? Absolutely. You all know this. Well, you should, because I'm pretty convicted on it. You should be too. And it's not just about going, hey, do you want a wheel alignment today? And the customer's like, no, because they feel like they're being sold to. They feel like they're being pushed on. So how would you rate your level of competitiveness? Are you highly competitive? Or are you like, no, I'm a bit of a pushover. This isn't. I'm not really interested in selling the additional work. Your job is to sell the additional work. Your job is to sell the additional work. If you're not selling it, you are taking up a space in the dealership. It's a sales role. I'm not sure if I mentioned that already, but it's a sales role. Surprise, surprise. You need to be competitive. You need to be hungry. You cannot be letting opportunity just walk out the door because it's getting done somewhere else. And if it's getting done somewhere else, there's a far higher likelihood that that customer isn't coming back. We're also moving into the era or the age of electrification, and the repairs and maintenance of EVs are a lot lower than an internal combustion engine vehicle. Keep that in mind. If you want to be successful in the future, you got to be successful today. You got to be investing in this toolbox between your ears with skills, with mindsets, with approaches, with language patterns that are going to help you sell more additional work. Be competitive. Rate yourself high here or rate yourself low. What are opportunities for you to increase your rating? The majority of it should be around training, should be around that mindset around, hey, there is value in a wheel alignment. Hey, it's not about just selling the cheapest tire because not every tire is the same. It's about selling that work today, not leaving it off till the next time or running the risk of that customer going elsewhere. Yes, you've got to do the right thing by your customers, but at the end of the day, your job is to sell additional work. Your job is to sell additional work by creating compelling messages that cause the customer to go, I'd be crazy not to have that today. As you can hear by my voice, I am super passionate about the role of a service advisor. It's about creating compelling messages. That's what I do quite well. I hope you do too. If you need help with this, my email is kieran@service101.com.au. Love to hear from you. Love to hear some feedback on what your thoughts are on these sessions so far. As I said, if you haven't got the book, it's on Amazon, or I sell them directly as well. Equip your team with them. Equip your colleagues with them. Equip yourself with them first and foremost, yeah? Get this down pat. Win the day. Win the customer. Win the month. Repeat. I'll see you on the next session. Thanks so much for joining me.